As with any recipe, the quality and character of a beer is rooted in the selection of ingredients. Barley, beer's most basic ingredient, is a type of cereal grain that grows with either 2 rows or 6 rows of kernels. At Moosehead, we use 2-row barley because it has a better starch-to-husk ratio and contains lower protein levels. Before the barley arrives at the brewery, it is malted. Malting activates enzymes that convert insoluble starch to soluble starch, break down complex proteins, and generate nutrients for yeast development. It is a 3-step process. First, the barley is steeped to prepare the kernel for germination. Then it is germinated under cool, humid conditions. In the 3rd and final step, the barley, now called malt, is dried in a kiln to stop the germination process. The temperature in the kiln determines the color of the malt and the number of enzymes which survive for use later on in the brewing process. Malts dried at higher temperatures are lower in enzymes but higher in color and flavor. Hops, the female cone-shaped flower clusters of the hop plant, are used to add bitterness, flavor, and aroma to beer. The 2 types of hops used in brewing are known as bittering hops and aroma hops. Before hops are used in the brewing process, they are first dried in an oasting house. Then they are delivered to the brewery in various forms. Yeast is one of the most important ingredients in brewing beer. It is responsible for metabolic processes that produce ethanol, carbon dioxide, and a whole range of byproducts that contribute to the flavor and finish of beer. There are 2 main types of brewing yeast. Ale yeast, a top fermenting type, produces beers that are more estery and fruity. Lager yeast, a bottom fermenting type, gives beer a more characteristic sulfurous aroma. More than 90% of beer is water. An efficient brewery would typically use between 4 to 6 liters of water to produce 1 liter of beer. This includes the water used throughout the process for cleaning, rinsing, cooling, and heating. The mineral content and pH of brewing water has a big impact on the flavor of beer. Over the next few episodes, we'll take a closer look at each step in our brewing process. We hope you'll join us.